of Graeme Jolly and mother of Sebastian Jolly, who plays in under-12s Manly Warringah Football Association. So motor neuron disease is a fatal degenerative disease which affects your nerve cells, and it affects the muscles that control your ability to move, speak, breathe and swallow. About 2,000 people in Australia are diagnosed with MND at the moment, and there are about 400 new cases every year. When you're diagnosed, you're not given any hope for survival, just that every case is different. So Graeme died 1 month ago today, on the 12th of June 2020, from motor neuron disease. He weighed 60 kilos, he was unable to breathe, speak or swallow, and it was 2.5 years since we were first diagnosed. So Manly United and the football community have been an incredible support during this time. The environment created by David Mason, Andrew Christensen, the SAP program, all the coaches, our coach Dushan, the families and all the boys within all the teams has created an incredible network of support for Sebastian and for our family. So much so that actually the day after Graeme passed, Sebastian wanted to train and he came down to Manly for training. It was hard, but that's where he wanted to be.
I think as a football club, ultimately, first and foremost, we're a community sporting group, we're a sporting club, so it's part of our duty to get around each other, and it's one of the advantages of being part of a sporting club like Manly United is when you go through tough times, you don't have to do it by yourself. So I think at the moment, the Jolly family obviously is doing it tough, and it's important that we as a club do whatever we can to get behind them.
A club like this provides more than just an enriched soccer experience for the boys. There's a high level of care, and it's shown just like on days like today. So a day like today is really important because foremost it raises awareness for motor neuron disease and for the families that are affected by it. It also shows the boys that they are actually a part of something much bigger than themselves and that they can support their teammates when they need it most. And it's also a great way to celebrate Graeme, who was a first grade sportsman, highly competitive and highly skilled across several codes of sport. So to support the Motor Neuron Disease Association, I'm running a 21-kilometre half marathon in November with another mother from the club, Jasmine Briggs. It's the Sydney Morning Herald Half Marathon, and I'm raising money for the Motor Neuron Disease New South Wales. My original goal was $5,000, but I've already raised $29,000 and I'm not going to stop there. Motor Neuron Disease New South Wales provides supports to families, that emotional support, financial support, physical and allied health support after diagnosis. Without an organisation like this, when you're diagnosed, you're faced with a bleak future with very little hope and rapidly progressing symptoms. It's an essential service that families with motor neuron disease need. I'm running this race to show my kids that even when you're faced with the toughest challenges, you should always set yourself goals and try to achieve them. Running is a privilege, especially for someone with motor neuron disease, and it's going to an amazing cause.
So part of our commitment to try and help Isabella and Seb and the Jolly family is we're going to get right behind Isabella running the half marathon to try and raise money for motor neuron disease. She's doing a great thing to try and raise money for something that's obviously very dear to them, and I think it's important for all of us to get behind them and get behind her and dig deep, and we'll see how much money we can raise for motor neuron disease.